Welcome to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant Chappelle, and let's get straight into this week's news. In what was probably the biggest news for gamers and content creators this week, YouTuber PewDiePie, aka Felix Schellberg, slipped up on one of his YouTube live streams where he dropped this racial slur.
What a jeez, oh my god, what the
As you can imagine, this created a firestorm of tweets where you had people condemning PewDiePie on one hand, and then you had people defending him, saying, hey, you gotta understand where it's coming from. I mean, there was a variety of tweets here. You had things like, Omega Ozone tweeted, all this controversy surrounding PewDiePie, and I'm just here wondering why he's still even relevant. Philip Is tweeted, PewDiePie saying the N-word so carelessly. Disgusting. I Exude Sarcasm tweeted, PewDiePie said the N-word while streaming. People are shocked. Everyone who is shocked must not game online. Shaq Excellence tweeted, good morning. PewDiePie is human sewage. If you defend him, unfollow me. Have a blessed day. Within one day, news outlets from around the world had picked up the controversy, and you had news organizations like The Washington Post, Variety, The Guardian, Rolling Stones, Fortune, Forbes, and Business Insider were all reporting and posting about PewDiePie's slip-up. After 2 days of radio silence, Felix posted the following video in response to the controversy.
Hello, I wanted to make a statement on what I said in my previous live stream. Whenever I go online and I hear other players use the same kind of language that I did, I always find it extremely immature and stupid, and I hate how I now personally fed into that part of gaming. It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. I said the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. And I'm not going to make any excuses to why it did, because there are no excuses for it. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone with all of this. I owe it to my audience and to myself to do better than this, because I know I'm better than this. I really want to improve myself and better myself, not just for me, but for anyone that looks up to me or anyone that's influenced by me. And that's how I want to move forward away from this.
In my eyes, this apology looks very honest and it seems very sincere. I believe that PewDiePie knows he royally screwed up here. Earlier this year, the Wall Street Journal was accusing him of being a Nazi, and him dropping the N-word on a live stream definitely does not help the narrative of people claiming that he is already racist. But the story ends with the fact that PewDiePie has apologized. Those of you out there looking for an apology have found one, and it's time we set our sights on the bigger story here, because quite frankly, there is a bigger story here, and Felix mentions it in the video himself.
Whenever I go online and I hear other players use the same kind of language that I did, I always find it extremely immature and stupid, and I hate how I now personally fed into that part of gaming.
If you've played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds yourself, you know that there are gamers who use the N-word or racial slurs to be edgy or funny at the start of every single game. You start off on the island, which, for those of you that have never played it, it's a lobby where you sit with all the other 99 players as you wait for the round to load. During this lobby, there's an open mic system where if you don't mute the in-game chat, you run into stuff like this.
Shut the f up, you man.
How you doing with that?
Hey kid, you wanna buy some drugs?
1, 2, 3 with your mouth open on a
Oh, number one.
China number 2.
I gotta put me in town, dude. You hear all these talking? Gotta going.
China number one.
Everybody going to school.
Shut up. Red. China number you. Grow up, you Haji.
I have a bigger than you.
I don't know why there's more Asians on this server than Americans.
Is that why I'm lagging right now? Because these Asians?
Yep.
Kill yourselves.
What the Asian servers again?
No, you're
Tortilla.
not in an Asian server. You know how to speak a little bit of Chinese.
Yeah.
swear, whoever's playing that Spanish music doesn't shut the fuck up.
Now, PUBG isn't alone here. Hatred, bigotry, or racism is extremely common in online video games. But only on PUBG could you have an experience like this.
So much looting for nothing. Vinchino, you fucking Mexican piece of shit. What are you gonna do? What are you trying to do, Vinchino? You're trying to like shoot him? You're trying to shoot him while you're down? You're trying to shoot him? Bro, you better disconnect, man, cause no one's gonna pick you up. Seems like you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die after all that looting.
Hey, you.
Yeah, let's go.
My character's not even black. What the fuck? Dude, I gotta kill that guy. I gotta kill that guy. Janet doesn't have a gun yet.
Alex doesn't have a gun.
This building's whites only.
I'm not being black. Don't talk
Is there any niggas in this building?
Alex, they're trying to kill me!
God, I better not find a here.
Charlottesville's here. I'm serious, Alex. I'm so serious right now. Charlottesville is actually in my room right now.
Wait, isn't that a meme?
Cloud! No! Cloud, I found a Cloud, get in here!
They're not killing you?
The last one is extremely disturbing to me, for the fact that I am shocked there are gamers out there that find it funny or entertaining to form a virtual lynching mob and hunt down other people of color. If you are watching this and you were one of those players, I have a very, very simple message for you. You are a garbage human being. Now you're probably asking, well, doesn't PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds have rules to prevent stuff like this? And the answer is simple. Yes, it does. Like many online video games, there is a code of conduct, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds rule number 1 of their code of conduct says, do not use any discriminatory language, including, but not limited to, any language regarding ethnicity, nationality, race, gender, religion, sexual preference, or personal beliefs. By making that rule number 1 of their code of conduct, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is essentially saying this is the most important rule. If you discriminate against anyone about their personal beliefs, their race, their sexual preference, or their religion, that is a bannable offense. So, the question begs to be asked, why hasn't anything been done to fix this? And for those of you new to this situation, you gotta understand, this is not a new problem. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has been out for 7 months now. And 3 months into the game release, a Reddit user by the name of Rumpalicious1 posted this thread where he's talking about the exact same thing. This game is great. I've been having an absurd amount of fun with it, and I've even won my first solo game recently. My biggest issue with this game, however, is the insane amount of racism and profanity that occur in the loading zone and on the plane. Shouting the N-word, or if you are laying on the ground, you are an N-word, and if you are black, you don't have a daddy. It's absolutely unacceptable. I couldn't imagine being a black person, especially one that uses gaming as an escape from any personal issue. We need a way to see what the names of the people who are speaking, so that we can effectively mute/report them and this ridiculous racism in such a good game. The post on Reddit drew criticism from gamers around the world, like this one who said, just mute the game and stop crying. LOL, what Haxorino? After reading the comments, I'm glad I'm not the only one tired of crybabies trying to censor the internet. They're not going to implement restrictions of voice chat. Firstly, because it's stupid. Second, it is a waste of their resources. Lastly, the repercussions of them not doing what you want is people like you quitting, which I doubt they really care about. People with your mentality don't last in certain games for very long. So long term, you are not a profitable bet. Nerdworker92. Pickus asked the question, you're playing an online game. First time? QKeys said, bitching over something so trivial. Mute and move on. Following the comments on the Reddit post, Rumpalicious put a secondary comment kind of giving away for, well, PUBG to fix the problem. The only thing that would be necessary is for reports to send their audio log. From there, they could hand it over to the community, and I'm sure we could all handle it. Plus, free crates for justified auto bans, to which one commenter replied to this idea by saying, if PUBG started to save every single audio file where someone was being racist, they would run out of data storage within the first week. While I was doing research for this piece, I was left with so many questions. Why do gamers put up with this? Why are gamers so quick to say just mute it and ignore it? And allow other gamers to be racist to other players? More importantly, why hasn't Bluehole, the developer of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, or Brendan Green, the creator of the game, even commented on the issue? However, this week, Brendan Green did post a tweet in which he said, "At the BattleEye has now banned 150,000 cheaters from PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, with more than 8,000 banned in the last 24 hours alone." Brandon Green seems extremely ban-happy when it comes to banning players that cheat and jeopardize the integrity of the game. But where is this attitude when it comes to racism or hatred or bigotry that also jeopardizes the integrity of the game? 4 months ago, a solution to the problem was made. And unfortunately, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has done nothing to fix this problem. It has been here for the last 7 months, and nothing has improved. Racism is still prevalent in PUBG. In the meantime, Brandon Green will go on Twitter and he'll talk about how he's protecting streamers and banning stream sniping. Or he'll go on Twitter and start an argument with Dr. Disrespect on how team killing is wrong and anyone who does it will be banned. But nothing has been said about the hatred, racism, and bigotry within PUBG's community. Look, I'm not trying to personally attack Brandon Green. I'm not even trying to condemn PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds as a game. I'm just trying to shed light on a very serious situation within a very awesome game. And I also guess I'm trying to raise the question to gamers is, are we okay with racism inside of gaming? As a culture, we are so quick to tweet out our anger about events like Charlottesville. We're so quick to post a tweet about inequality in America and how it's just not fair. We're so quick to tweet out how willing we are to quote-unquote punch a Nazi. But where is the outrage over stuff like this? Where is the outrage of a gamer who is being hunted by other players who are quote-unquote hunting other players because they have a different skin color? Where is the outrage over a player saying that they are lesser than another human being because they are not even white? Where is the outrage? Where is the demand for change? Where is the demand for progress? Do we only address racism when it happens when a celebrity says the N-word? Do we only attack racists when they're easy targets like PewDiePie? Because it's easy to post a tweet about how you hate people like PewDiePie who use the N-word. But it's much harder to stand up to racism and say that it is wrong to its face. And I guess that's what I'm doing here now. Is I am demanding better from our gaming community. I am demanding better from our gaming developers. We do not need to accept this as the new norm and say, just mute the in-game chat. That's the best solution. That is not the best solution. These cowards who sit behind their computer screens and feel empowered by doing this inside of a video game, if they are left unchecked, they will only continue to do this again and again. And they will feel boldened to do bigger and worse things. It isn't hard to imagine a person that is willing to do this in a video game could be the same person willing to do this in real life. Well, that is it for this week's episode of the Nerf Report. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give us a thumbs up down below. If you're new here, welcome! Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more awesome videos like this. As always, my name is Brian Chappelle. You are you, but more importantly, this has been the Nerf Report. Thanks for watching.